I'm going to start this stream off with an apology because I've been pulling the Rich Eisman treatment for NFL Network and I've barely been here for my own channel. But here I am for a Better League second game of the week with the Vikings taking on the Packers. I used to say standard host CMass, but not so standard anymore. You're collecting paychecks and coming in occasionally. CMass joined here by Finnifer Lawrence, Mr. Finn from Top Madden Gaming. How you feeling tonight, buddy?
I'm feeling good. Not quite as punny as you are, but feeling great.
I gotta ask because I was playing the theme song, thinking to myself like this. I don't think I've ever caught your stream at the beginning. Do you guys have like a theme song for your streams?
Ooh, for a nothing set in stone. We do have an artist as our Ravens user. He's a kind of a hip hop artist.
Okay.
Alan B. He's always a good follow. So every once in a while, if I'm feeling in the hip hop mood, I'll play some of his stuff.
Nice.
Sometimes if I'm feeling a little hockey, I'll play some of my stuff. But no standard opening. What is yours? I didn't hear it by chance.
Ours is like the Monday Night Football one. So.
Oh, with the remix, right?
Yeah. Well, Cody does the remix one. I have the OG. Cody likes to add a little flair as we see Dylan add a little flair on that truck stick there. And I apologize for this high-end quality we're getting from Tim. But it is what it is. And this is a big game here. We got ourselves two really good users in the NFC right now in the NFC North. Tell me about your keys to the game for this Packers team to beat this Vikings team here in Minnesota.
Well, at the end of the day, I think when you're comparing the two rosters, Green Bay has the advantage. We have you don't have to say it, I'll say it for you. Easy mode, nice shoot there. The X Factor Jones, X Factor Devontae Adams. It doesn't mean there's any shortage of talent in Minnesota, but the real difference is this quarterback position. So I think the keys so far, the Packers have not been as dominant maybe in the touchdown interception ratio.
Yeah.
They can keep turnovers to a minimum and force Minnesota to score every single drive. That can be an issue, especially on these third downs where Kellen Mond isn't the best quarterback or the preferred quarterback in these scenarios.
Yeah, Kellen Mond's not the best quarterback. When he played against me, though, he didn't have a single incomplete pass. So stats aren't everything. As that was definitely my lowest moment of the season. But this Packers team, you already said it, easy mode. But we've seen Aaron Jones get a couple handoffs here at the beginning already. They're having a great first drive. I mean, 2 minutes in, they're already close to the red zone here. Looking like they're, and Minnesota didn't like what they had. They called a quick timeout there. But you're right. You know, Aaron Rodgers hasn't had the best touchdown to interception ratio. Kellen Mond has been known to be what we call second half Kellen Mond, where in the first half he doesn't play so good. Second half he makes the comeback effort. Let's see if they can get ahead here early as Aaron Rodgers is making a few adjustments here in shotgun formation. He's going to go ahead and hand it off to Dylan out of Boston College. And oh my God, there's a butt without the fumble, but he falls directly to the ground. And I saw that animation in my game earlier too. I don't know if that's something new or what's going on, but what are your thoughts on the play?
Well, I am curious about the early use of A.J. Dillon.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe we're looking at a dev story situation with Aaron Jones being X Factor. It would make sense to start A.J. Dillon and maybe get a dev story for him. So all you guys with a decent backup. But, yeah, big 3rd and 5 here early.
For sure here on this 3rd and 5, he flips the play thinking it was man, it's not. And Dan, he plays and I'll say it here in a second as Rodgers drops back, clean pocket, hits the tight end Tanyan, the superstar tight end Tanyan, which I believe is also a superstar in your league. But big play there to get that first down.
Well, when a man goes 17-0 and gets to the Super Bowl, who isn't going to be superstar? I actually got upgraded to X Factor with the advance. So Tanyan, a beast in both leagues, it looks like. I'm curious to see both these teams are top 3 in yards allowed and top 5, both of them in passing yards allowed. So
Aaron Jones getting a little sticky, gets to the outside. That's going to be the first touchdown of the game.
Is a weakness, it is Minnesota, who ranks 17th in the league in rushing defense. So nice run there. I'd say a nice clean drive, made the throws where he needed to make them. Early use of the running backs, I think you always have to do that early in games. I said it in chat earlier, I don't know if you saw, but I think there's so many guys in this league that would be 3 or 4 more wins a season if they would just commit to running the ball.
You want to go ahead and name some of those teams?
No, because then I'm not in contention. Morty's on the top of the goddamn list.
Yeah.
If there's anybody on top of the list, it is Mr. Morty.
When you got yourself a C-Mac in the backfield, you think you get a little more balls there on the running side. But I was going to say in Dan's defense as he gets scored on pretty quickly, but he's one of the few people in this league that run baseline every single time. Your thoughts on baselines? Kellen Mond hands it off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook able to get a good first down there. Oh my God, he's able to break one ankle and go ahead and get down at the 42-yard line, 17 yards off the rip.
You know, every Vikings user has to make two chances, or one of two decisions. You stay with Dalvin Cook, the X Factor, who maybe doesn't have the yeah, I mean, he's X Factor. He's got jukebox. You don't really have to ask for more. But obviously, there's that young man he's sent to New York, right? So it looks like he stays with the experience, knowing he's going to have the young quarterback and Kellen Mond. You got to give him that X Factor target, big run there. And your question was baseline. Well, we were very critical when me and Pest joined us for the other game of the week of Hero Austin, and his adjustments that he was making, the baseline or the matching or man aligning is what he was doing. I think it's just one of the cases of you're going to hurt yourself more than you're going to help yourself.
Yeah.
Big sack there. I think he may have wanted the flat, but yeah, I think you're just hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself. But who am I to criticize the league's top passing defense and fifth in points allowed? So just because he does it different than me, it looks like Minnesota has got something worked out. But I feel like unless you really have elite edge guys, whether he's a 4-3 or 3-4, if you can catch him in base and base defense 3-4, 4-3, and base aligning, you really could exploit the outside the numbers if you have the arm strength to do it.
Big third down here for Minnesota. It's already down 7-0. Drops back. Here comes the pressure right in his face, and he's going to go ahead and throw an absolute succulent dot to D.D. Westbrook for the first down. What a great play, as we're going to see it on the instant replay while you talk about it.
You know, it takes patience. It takes patience to find the late digs. You have to worry about a lot of things. You have to worry about the corner coming in because they'll tend to undercut those. You have to worry about the linebacker animating. I know they don't a lot, but sometimes with guys playing safeties there, I think it was just a great throw. Way to sit in the pocket, take the hit. Very mature throw by this young quarterback.
Another great mature throw there to Justin Jefferson in his second year. Kellen Mond already starting off 3 for 3. I'm starting to get some flashbacks. Not a fan, as Big Alex is in the chat talking about TikTok offenses, and he did experience some TikTok plays allegedly today.
That was a fun out route there. When I say fun, I really enjoy what I've been watching of the Better League guys. There's a lot of guys that run some unique plays.
Yeah.
I'm often critical of that. Sometimes when you're running a play that nobody else runs, there's probably a reason nobody else runs it.
Yeah.
But Madden 22 has brought us some unique plays, and when people throw those in the playbook and you really get confused with alignment, it can really mess a user up. So that I really like Kellen Mond and what he's doing here early.
For sure, as we hand it off to Dalvin Cook, he's going to go ahead and get that first down easily, and it takes 3 Packers to bring him to the ground. And you mentioned Dalvin Cook earlier. The Vikings made the decision, like you said, to ship Nene off to New York. It wasn't for lack of trying. He put Dalvin Cook out there, but it just didn't seem like the value was there.
Nobody wants to pay.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the value that a running back brings in Madden, like Dalvin Cook, is going to be significantly more than in real life. And people would rather take their chances with a speed running back. So no surprise that he was the one. Big throw there. 4 for 4, right? Good start for him. But yeah, I think that's the appeasement. You know, people are going to want the speed running backs. It is what it is. But you got to get what's best, bang best for buck. And I don't think he could have gone wrong either way. But I still think that was the right decision. Going with Kellen Mond, you've got to give him an X factor target, somebody that people are constantly going to be worried about. Otherwise, Kellen's going to deal with a lot more pressure and a lot more people in coverage.
For sure. And that last route literally looked like he was just waiting for Dalvin Cook to get open as he drops back. He throws that one directly to number 15. Not familiar with who that is, but able to go ahead and get the first down. 5 for 5. Uh-oh.
That is.
I'm having flashbacks, bro.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Amir Smith-Marset and just the third catch of the year for him. So I wonder if we're dealing with an injury or maybe that was just a quick quick sub in there. Not often you give a guy his third catch by week 11, but finds him there open, and here we go. A big drive, big response here, and even bigger because he was able to kind of pass his first adversity test with that long third down.
For sure, Kellen Mond being very poised. He drops back, and that middle is just butt naked. Hits the man, D.D. Westbrook, for the touchdown.
I can't say I've been the biggest fan of some of the alignments that the Packers been running. They've been in a lot of 3-4, 4-3. There was a running play earlier in the drive where they ran a 4-3 play, but all the linebackers were off the line of scrimmage. And sometimes that's just you're not really helping yourself because if Dalvin Cook gets to the second level, he's going to swerve all around your linebackers. And there, he's in 3-4. He runs cover two. Uh, you're just not putting coverage guys in coverage situations, and thus you give up the free touchdown right over the middle with no user to be found. So I think he's got to get a little bit more creative with his defensive play calling, or at least get the right players on the field to make the right play. That's what I think was the Packers' downfall of that drive.
Great advice as Aaron Rodgers taking over for the second time in this game, hands it off to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones able to get a few yards there, and Kendricks brings him down. I do want to say something going back to the baseline we talked about earlier. I do want to say that it is interesting whenever I do play somebody with baseline because it happens so rarely that it does throw me off at times because the defense is in places that they normally wouldn't be. And so sometimes when I'm so used to a defense reacting a certain way and they're not in that same spot, it does cause some issues for me personally. Aaron Rodgers hits that easy mode and throw right there. My God, when that thing lights up, he hits number one there, able to go ahead and get the first down.
Yeah, sometimes what your responses to things can be that normally work in other situations just don't work against kind of the baseline guys. I find myself when I see guys in 3-4 a lot, I want to come out and empty and run verts, but sometimes just things get guarded that really shouldn't be guarded.
Shouldn't be, yeah.
And there's a big adjustment there. I think when I'm playing baseline, I'm thinking I really want to get people in tight formations, tight slots,
Yep.
because when you baseline, you're putting your linebackers into inside leverage, and with those bench plays, those tight formations, it's really hard for them to recover and get to the quick outs. Whereas sometimes if you're a little bit more spaced out than you like to be, it's just a little bit difficult to get those plays to develop. So by the time that out route maybe gets to the boundary. So I like here he's going to that bunch set and single back.
He is going to that bunch that hands it off to Aaron Jones. And me personally, I'm a big advocate. If you've ever watched any of my streams, if there's 3 down linemen and it's not 3rd and 100, I'm running the damn ball. I don't understand why players come out in a 3 down lineman set. It just seems so OP. It's like a guaranteed 5 yards. Your thoughts on that?
Well, this is 3 wide receiver set, so he's kind of. I think he's testing. I think at the end of the day, when you're playing a team like Green Bay, it's pick your poison. Do you want to get beat by Aaron Jones or do you want to get beat by Aaron Rodgers? And I feel like when you have Daniil Hunter, when you have Kendricks and Alex Barr, you're telling yourself, I'm going to trust them to stop the run, and even by extension Harrison Smith if you get him into the box. So
Yep.
I think I would rather be beat by them than be beat by Aaron Rodgers. So. I think that would be.
I would go the complete opposite route. Stop Aaron Jones and let target Timmy of the Packers, despite easy mode, throw the ball, because he's proven in years past that if he has more passing opportunities, there's also going to be more turnovers coming your way as well. Whereas Aaron Jones, and if they can just run the ball, it's tough. Here comes that play action rollout, able to set his feet, very nicely done. Tanya able to go ahead and get that and close to the first down, but not quite there. And that's going to be a 3rd and 2. And he's going to go with hurry up. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the traditional voice here. Is going to go ahead. Aaron Rodgers is going to be under center here. He's got it down to the left. He's going to hand it off to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is going to get short of the first down, but there's a flag on the play, and it looks like a holding on Dennis Kelly.
Oh, yeah. And in a league like Better League, where people are probably going to go for that 4th and 2, probably good to make it 3rd and 12. And now we're in that scenario where you kind of earn that 3rd and long. Can you stop the open read by Aaron Rodgers? I want to say big part of these last 2 plays and why it's 3rd and 12 right now is because of the user ability by Dan. Both plays, he recovered extremely well in the play action after he brought the safety up. He took out that first read, forced the check down, and then made a fantastic open field tackle. So again, Dan's doing a good job at making those decisions. Hey, I'd much rather give him the flat and hope for the tackle. And then just because of that, 3rd and 12.
Aaron Rodgers drops back, only a 3-man rush. He's got plenty of time. He's going to go ahead and dump it underneath the safe route to KJ Hamler, who's not going to get the first down, but makes it a little bit of an easier field goal. And here comes Mason Crosby. Now, I want to ask you personally, would you have accepted that penalty and given him a 3rd and 12, or would you have declined it and gone that 4th and 2?
Man, I think he made the right call by accepting. I know it's easy to say that now as we're facing 4th and 7. But again, it's a lot easier to make the decision of which Aaron you want to force him to use when it's 12 yards to gain versus 2 yards to gain. So 4th and 2 in Better League is damn near guaranteed going for it.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect or anything, but that's just going to be the nature of the beast. And I really don't want to be in 4th and 2. I don't want to be guessing. Because you can get beat at all 3 levels. Tanyan on the play action,
Mhm.
on a drag, Aaron Jones on the power run, and then Devonta Adams over the top. If you don't have enough people to make those, maybe run press man and hope for the best, you might be in
Kellerman
trouble.
dumps it down to Jefferson. Jefferson gets brought down fairly quickly by Eric Stokes. Again, 7 for 7, 57 yards. Remind me, tops 4th down rules.
Ooh, the long story short, past your own 45,
Yeah.
4th and 1 or less.
Okay.
So if you're past your
So
own
it's
45,
basically
fourth and
just
one
a
or less,
yard
right?
less than
Right.
ours without coaches' decisions.
If you're down a significant amount in the second half, any amount in the fourth quarter, you can go for it. Over 21 in the third quarter, you can go for it. And then if you're clinched, like for example, if it's like 4th and 2 and you have the lead and you're trying to
Clinch it.
going for it would
Yeah.
help you clinch it kind of deal,
Yeah.
then that's the case. But
Okay.
we really like to reward that defense there. In that scenario, we saw, he made 2 back-to-back huge stops. It's now 4th and 2. We
Uh-oh.
want to see that field goal.
The setup's dangerous. And he gets out of it quickly. He's going to go ahead and hand it off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook able to go ahead and sneak in there. Able to get to the 46-yard line. Kellerman looking good so far in this game, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another case of where I feel like he's maybe not personnel matching too well. Like all right, finally he's kind of seeing it now, but he didn't personnel match well. Came out 3 wide receivers and he came out in this kind of heavier set and
Yeah.
was in man. So was able to fortunately get out of there and face a run. But yeah, big second down here. Sack would be huge.
Right up the middle to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook going to go ahead and get easy yards, making that first down. Against that setup here in nickel 2-4-5, people going to run it up that gut.
You made the same comment earlier. You see 3 down linemen, I'm running. I see this, I'm running. You put both of your flowing linebackers in the A gap, and you're catching a run to the outside. You better hope you have a contain or some good edge talent because, yeah, back-to-back first downs given up here. I got some rules. Cover 0 is not run defense, and a double A gap is not run defense.
I think we got a mid blitz coming. Nope, it is not. He's going to go ahead and audible to a cover 3, which is what we call a Dan special. He loves himself in cover 3. Let's see if he recognizes it here. Kellerman's going to go ahead and make a few adjustments as the X Factor's lit up. First one free for Dalvin Cook. Kellerman drops back. Clean pocket, dumps it down to the first one free. He does make that first one get it. And then a reach for it. Might get the first down, and then they're going to go ahead and give it to him.
9 for 9 start. He did put the post on a streak, so it looks like he was trying to catch that crashing cover 3 safety, but it just wasn't open. And obviously, that big red flashing X will tell you who the easiest target to find is.
Sure does. It's Dalvin Cook. 8 rushes for 61 yards. For the math people out there, I don't know what the average is, but that's good. Okay, so if you want to say it in the chat, that'd be nice. Kellerman going to go under center here as we've got a tight set with just this Minnesota team with those 2 superstar receivers and the X Factor in the backfield. So dangerous. Herndon, a speedy tight end, and D.D. Westbrook, speedy as well. Drops back. He wants D.D. Throws it to D.D. Can he make that man miss? He doesn't. Jari Alexander brings him down for a 3rd and short.
I'm noticing a lack of Kenny Clark, and this seems to be maybe an injury. I'm not aware of any trades that may have occurred, but I think that would be just such a huge part of Green Bay's, run defense just missing, and maybe he's trying to supplement that by putting those linebackers in the A gap. I don't know what's going on, but finally he addresses the interior runs here on 3rd down.
3rd and 3 here, and I might run it myself, but he's dropped back. He wants that Texas. It's not there. He throws. That's gonna be picked off by Jari Alexander, the All-Pro. He's gonna take that out of the end zone, breaks 1 tackle, and brought down at the 10. Great play there by the former Louisville Cardinal.
Yeah, you cannot be late. Most people. Oh, we got to pause here. But most people are going to run some sort of zone on the goal line. Not too many man coverage, folks. So throwing late is the boundary is just never a good look. I think you're right. I think he had his eyes set on the angle and went to another route a little bit late. So big play there by Green Bay.
And, honestly, I think before this last patch, that might have been a touchdown because it looked like Jari was playing down low, playing that, I think, running back underneath. And then he just kind of whipped it on and spun up field, thinking to myself, oh, yeah, I'm in the red zone, drops back and goes ahead and picks that one off. That happened to me in my earlier game today as well, where it looked like, normally they play that guy underneath, but they play deeper than usual. So, I guess maybe props to EA. I know you're not a big fan of giving props to EA on your streams, but maybe that was an improvement.
Well, he is 96, 97 overall cornerback. So
Details, minor
uh,
details.
maybe one of those exceptions to the rule, to what other folks are talking out there. But a big play nonetheless, big heads up play,
Hmm.
and thus able to maintain their lead and now add to it.
And off to Jones, and Danielle Hunter doing a great job there to go ahead and bring him down as he was getting so many yards on carries and then able to get down for a 1-yard run. Connor says superstar DBs do such a good job of playing multiple levels on the outside. Stephon Gilmore, for example, who you've played, I think, a couple weeks ago.
Well, I mean, who isn't superstar on that fucking defense? Golly, Morty's frustrating. I mean, we were able to score a lot of points, but yeah, there wasn't too many throws to that side of the field, and Pitts had himself a quiet day, having to deal with one
Love
of the
me
league's
some Pitts.
best. So yeah, Pitts is finally broken out. He's got his abilities, though he doesn't have his X factor yet because I think it's the same thing that's going on with Lucky. But I do have the benefit
Don't
of
you have to purchase the coaching package to unlock X
I
Factors?
did.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
did.
All right.
I did, but it has.
But it's still not working. I don't get what's going on with that. As wow, and that's going to be a late CFM fumble, I believe. But Everson
Fumble
Griffin,
will
nonetheless,
come
going to go
back.
ahead and pick it up down to the 9-yard line. Your thoughts if that's a legit fumble or not?
Oh no, not a chance. But see, I've
Not
been
a
too excited for
chance.
my fair share of those. But I think a fantastic play nonetheless. I think that kind of shows, the difference in kind of defensive talent there.
Yeah.
And Minnesota was able to really get down, crash that lane. And, I mean, one of the more impressive AI plays. If I'm not mistaken, that was an AI player
It was.
busting it through the gap. That hasn't happened too often. So whatever play that was, put a little star next to it and put that one in your pocket for later, because that shut down whatever inside zone or whatever run that was.
Patrick Peterson in his 400th year in the NFL. We'll go ahead and bring that out. Down at the 46-yard line, and I completely forgot I was going to say we're 2 minutes left in the half. We've only had one incomplete pass from both quarterbacks, and it's only 10-7.
I love this. I've been trying to keep track of the scores, and it definitely seems like the
Oh
scores
boy,
have
big
gone.
play here, and he's gonna not gonna be able to bring that one in.
I mean, run it back. There's about 90 yards
Of running space, yeah.
of running space. But I respect those that understand that there's only two options on any given play. You hand it off or you throw it. There's no other options.
Or you keep it. Or you keep it.
No.
Or you keep
No, my sources tell me there's nothing else.
According to
built into
Steele,
any
you have to
play.
do exactly what the play says. If the play is designed one way, you can't do it any other way.
But would have been huge had Kellen Mond just. But that's the
Again, he goes
right
for
away.
it, and Chisena is not going to bring that one in. Triple coverage. I didn't even need to wait for the animation.
Penn State's own Dan Chisena.
There you go.
I get it, but again, now we're in 3rd and 10. You're down. At the end of the day, you're down. And both times you had a Dalvin Cook open that time, and then you had yourself open. Call your own number, Kellen. So I think pretty poor management here, especially considering he does get the football back at half.
Yep. And he's got all 3
so you're
timeouts because of the incompletions. He hasn't even had to use one. Dalvin's open again, but he's going to throw it underneath to D.D. Westbrook. That's going to be up to Madden if that's a first down, and 8 are going to give it to him.
Oh, man. I mean, always a good play to have double crossers here, but what do we have?
Dan's licking chops on this one. Obvious cover 3, but he hands it off. That's not Dan-like to me. Hands off the Dalvin Cook, gets a couple yards there, but Dan usually in an obvious cover 3 situation, he's going to try to hit Chisena, whatever you said his name was from Penn State, over the top, but didn't do it there.
Yeah, again, I think I'm a big subscriber that you're throwing to your slot more than anybody else in Madden.
Yep.
And I really think putting somebody that isn't that talented in the slot can kind of hurt you more than help you. Now, obviously, the speed of Dan Chisena is really good, but I feel like he really would have wanted maybe Jefferson, or does he still have Adam Thielen on this team?
He does, who has
Who's got
Slot-O-Matic, but for some reason.
Slot-O-Matic is Slot Apprentice. So, especially for a young rookie quarterback, the guy that's not going to have the most accurate arm, I think you really need to put your best player there. But nonetheless, we have 3rd and 8 here. Can he get in field goal position or convert?
Dan's play style, he's always put the fastest player in the slot. Mon drops back, slides a little to the left, and throws a deeper pass to the right. And there he is. Jasena will go ahead and get that one now under a minute in the first half. Great play there by Kellerman.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a good job of spreading the ball this year. Chisenia is 4th in the team in yards. A big target, a quick target, right? 6'3", 95 speed, so no surprise that he's there. I don't think it's a bad decision by any means to put him in the slot. But, that ball almost intercepted on the overthrow. One of those double tap A's to snap it really quick kind of deal.
Maybe. And we've seen now a couple of times where we saw Kellerman. There was a nice corner blitz from the Packers, made him overthrow one of his receivers. Then that one. Maybe getting a little antsy here after that great start. Kellerman drops back, only a 4-man rush, and it is locked up. He's going to go ahead and throw it underneath. And that good, nope, didn't get the animation, Alexander. And he's going to go ahead and juke one man. Can he get it in? He's going to come up short with 20 seconds left, and there's the timeout from Minnesota.
All right. So, I mean, Kellerman has shut us up real quick. A very dangerous late crosser throw. I think the moving to the left definitely helped them. Yeah, very, very dangerous throw. Had a click on occurred, or maybe even just the wrong animation. You're in bad shape there. So I think a good play call by the Packers. It's just, sometimes you win, sometimes a white guy burns your 95 speed.
And that's going to be a touchdown from CJ Ham. Yeah, I mean, I thought Jari Alexander, not going to lie, with the way he was sticking with him and the way the ball was thrown, I thought he was going to get an animation to pick that off. Didn't get it. And here we are now with Minnesota taking their first lead of the game, I believe, 14-10 here with 18 seconds left in the half. And as you mentioned already, Green Bay will be getting the ball first at halftime.
Yeah, I pump faked a few controllers towards the ball over that animation that he did not get. So 18 seconds here. I big subscriber to the belief that if you can win the last 3 to 4 minutes of each half, then that's a big tell on how the rest of the game will go. The guys that can dominate this area. So Green Bay, you've already given up a touchdown. It sucks. Do not come out here in 18 seconds and throw a pick. And it looks like he's ready to throw the ball.
Yeah, and he's got all day. Oh, well, just spoke a little too soon. As Hunter, we'll go ahead and bring him down. Don't call timeout. See, I'm with you. And then, I'll get my thought real quick. Even with the momentum factors now, throwing late picks and stuff like that could be huge.
Well, I would say this. If you're dealing in a scenario like, say that momentum bar was a little bit closer to that third ball, right? You don't want to start the second half with the momentum and completely in that favor, especially getting the ball. So I can understand maybe throwing a run down and getting that bar just because of the yardage. So move a little bit away. That way it makes your life easier when you're back on offense. But other than that, once again, he just ran the football and he called another timeout.
I don't get it.
There's not many scenarios where this is going to work out in your favor. Not in a close game, not in a divisional matchup. You played great defense to this point.
It's a very sim-style game here.
Right.
14-10.
So, but then again, I got Cam Newton. He's got Aaron fucking Rodgers. So maybe he feels invincible. Speaking of invincible,
I mean, he's within Hail Mary range. So maybe.
I mean, when you got Aaron, don't let me tell you, right? Like, I'm over here critiquing defenses, and we got the #1 in passing yards. Don't let me tell you how to live your life. If you got the juice, you got the juice.
And he's going to be looking deep here. I remember when Madden first came out, there was a lot of Hail Marys that were happening that shouldn't. And now he's got plenty of time to do it. Steps up in the pocket. We all knew where the ball was going. He jumps up, and that's going to go incomplete. We're going to go to halftime here. Minnesota up 14-10. Packers about to get the ball. Your thoughts on the first half?
Did the Packers get the ball? Did the Packers get the ball? Or did they have the ball first?
I don't know. I thought you had said earlier that the Packers get the ball first, but I could be wrong.
I think the Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings. I believe
Vikings will get the ball first.
Nonetheless.
Yep.
That was the first incompletion for Aaron Rodgers. So when you're going back and you're asking yourself, how did I play this half? Well, I didn't throw an incompletion. And I've scored on almost every drive I've had. Okay, cool. But you only had 7 passing attempts. The time of possession has heavily been in Minnesota's favor. I don't know if that's always a good thing or a bad thing. It's a close game now, so I'd say it's a neutral thought. But that momentum bar, because of that time of possession, because of those yards, has been in Minnesota's favor for a while now, and it is more with the lead. So last thing you want is to give even more momentum to him by him scoring here. So that's what I'm concerned of.
Running cover 2 without the proper adjustments. Here we go ahead and give up that flat there, and Dalvin Cook, and we'll go ahead and get it close to a first down.
Yeah, Mon himself, a good day, 14 and 19. He did have the interception late in the red zone, but other than that, a pretty solid day. Dan doing a good job managing the talent. How is he going to deal with this pressure here? And will he find?
Flag too, and that's going to be holding more than likely. It is holding on Christian Darrisaw, first round pick out of Virginia Tech.
That was good trivia.
Yeah. First, yeah, I have a bunch of worthless knowledge of where players went to college, and so I use it on the streams, and that's pretty much the only place I can use it. Kellen Mond drops back, able to pick up the blitz very well. He throws it's a little risky throw, but able to get it. Get it. That toe drag swag. No, it goes out of bounds. Justin Jefferson not able to get it in.
Oh man, a good find. I think a product a little bit far of a drop back. Yes, did that drop back allow that center or that left tackle to kind of pick up the blitz? Sure, but I think that throw just maybe a hair longer than it needed to be. So big 3rd down and 11 here, and a good mass coverage with 2 high that's going to rotate to 1 high.
Exactly.
So Dan,
is he going to see that left hand side? Oh, it's picked up very well. Drops back. He's going to go ahead and throw it. What a dime. Gets he both fit in? No. Again, doesn't get the animation, and Dan's throwing controllers.
Yeah, it's obvious that he sniffs it. He feels like he's going to see some. So I don't know if this is just the first time that these guys have. I mean, it's not the first time they've played, right? They played each other before. I don't know if this is just knowledge he has of Green Bay, but he's done a good job at, or maybe he just throws in a 3-beater in the seam every time, in case.
Every time.
Is that it? All right?
That's just a Dan special, man. That's his first read almost every time. He's one of those looks deep to low. So first reads that vert, then he's looking for that corner, then he's going back to Dalvin.
Touchdown, check down. One of these unique plays that I mentioned earlier. You might find him. Oh, and a throwaway.
Throw away in the pocket on that cover 3, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the PA tight end corner. Again, not a play you're really expecting that route on the left side from the slot.
Yeah.
If you're in man or you find yourself using it, maybe not something you're expecting to see, so that cut can really confuse you. So I like the play call here.
Why is going to be dead open. He throws it to KJ Hamler. KJ Hamler able to get close, make it a 3rd and short here, and they're going to go with the hurry ups. You know what that means? Aaron Rodgers is going to be shotgun formation. He's got KJ Hamler over there on the left-hand side. And in the slot, it's going to be Robert Tonyan. He's going to go ahead and drop back. Very clean pocket. He's got Tonyan. Nobody wants it. He throws it to it. He's going to get in. He does. Able to get the first down. Big play by Robert Tonyan.
I don't know how you guys feel in the Better League world. I love running the same play back to back. I love it.
There's not necessarily rules saying you can't run the same play back to back, but
maybe maybe a pass. No, but I'll run a jet sweep, and if you stop it, guess what you're getting? Another jet sweep.
That's for sure.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just one of those things that in their brain you've mentally taken out that you're not going to have to see that again.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to run another jet sweep after I just stuffed it, right?
Right. He'll run the fake, or he'll run the play action, or something like that. So sometimes, yeah.
And how often does they stuff that second jet sweep?
Oh, every time. I'm stuffed every time, but I'll be damned if I take the jet sweep out of my playbook.
One of these days, it's going to work for sure. And Rodgers under center in a 2nd and 2 here. He's going to go ahead and hand it off to Dylan. Dylan gets maybe that first down again up to Madden, and they're going to go ahead and say he's short, 3rd and inches.
Oh, man, tough here. Again, because you kind of know with him being down 3 or down 4, you're going to have to stop 2 plays. So my brain tells me give him the couple yards. Give him the couple yards. I don't think I can stop him twice, but the last thing we do is overcommit to trying to stop him and giving up a big play to Adam. So let's see how Dan approaches this. Just give him the yards.
And he gives it to him. That's going to be the easy first down there by A.J. Dillon, former Boston College Eagle.
Right, but it's on the 36. You don't put your defense in a very risky position twice, because you have to do it twice. If you stop them on 3rd and inches, great. It's 4th and inches or 4th and 1, and you have to do it again, and it's just so risky. So I think, just give it to him. Small gains there, and as the field gets smaller and smaller, the passing lanes get smaller and smaller as well. So smart play there. Last thing you want to give up is a 36-yard bomb.
Here's a scream to Jones, able to go ahead and get it. Anthony Barr is the last man to get there. No, he's not able to bring it down, but number 21. No idea who that is. Able to go ahead and bring him down 2nd and 4. Yeah, your division, man. You should know.
Wait, my division? Oh, my conference. I'm gonna be very.
No, I'm talking about real life. Perry, Nickerson. Yes, yes.
Yes, the most important K in history.
Dumps it down to Valdez Scantling. Valdez Scantling not able to get much there, and I think there might actually be a loss. It's going to be a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, I don't hate this play. I've yet to find
I hate
somebody
it.
who can run, who can get the run after the catch down. It's just, it's been 20 years, Madden. Um, some
I'm
of the
running this
PA
ball
screen
so
was
hard.
work, but yeah, oh yeah.
Hands it off to Jones and gets an easy first down. And if not for Perry Nickerson, he would have not been able to go ahead and he would have ran that in for a touchdown.
Yeah, we shall dub the cornerback number 21 going
Yes.
forward, not making that mistake. But Tulane's finest, couple big tackles.
Rodgers drops back, able to go ahead and roll out for no reason, able to go ahead and get Aaron Jones, who shakes off a tackle and then brought down short of the first down. It's going to make it a 2nd and 2.
Again, now you can really start to commit. I mean, we already saw him there in some 2 invert, a lot of linebackers, a lot of run stoppers on the field. I know it's tough, but now now you can really expect to run more, play some of the play action because you have the boundary over the top to stop you from getting beat. So the passing lanes are short. Let's see how Dan manages this. Brings in heavy box.
Stuffs that box, and AJ Dillon says, "Screw your box, I'm bringing it in for a touchdown."
Ooh, nice cut there. 17 to 14. Field goal get made. Don't stop the run with cover 0, folks. Say it again. You don't stop the run with cover 0.
Since when, Finn?
Don't listen to me.
Yeah. I can't say I've ever run cover 0 to try and stop the run.
I don't flaunt. I'm not trying to flaunt record or anything, but I think I've got a little bit of advice to give.
I mean, it's a season 1, 11-0.
Season 1, golly.
I mean, you have that absolute stacked Atlanta team. I mean,
here's the problem. My division mate in top went 17-0, and I want to downplay him so bad. But if I downplay him for season 1 undefeated and then do it here, I'm kind of hurting myself by putting it all on tape. But,
well, to be fair, looking at the viewership right now, none of them are from top, so you can talk shit all you want.
Fuck Top Madden. You heard it here first.
I mean, you're in here, yeah. Kellerman drops back clean as hell. He's going to go ahead and throw it underneath, and there's probably going to be a holding or a roughing the passer potentially.
Dede getting risky.
And it is a roughing the passer, and that's going to be a big first down to the 47-yard line. Tough.
15 onto it, stood in there. It's my personal favorite. Get roughing the passer because it took you 10 minutes to find the wide open curl, but he finds it. He makes
all
the
part
play,
of the game plan, dude.
Dan must have something against Kellen because he's let him get just absolutely rocked multiple times by Green Bay Packers in this game.
Yeah, so, great job by Minnesota to pick up the blitz, dumps it off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook gets the easy first down. I cannot believe that the Packers used a linebacker to go into the gap to try to manipulate the offensive line. Wow. How scummy. Can you believe this? Can you believe this, Finn? People using exploits.
For what it's worth, it is banned in Top Madden.
Is it actually?
It's like frowned upon. It's like, hey, our question is, why did you put your linebacker there?
I mean, 100%.
Safety. A little Alex brought his free safety into the A gap, and I asked him, why did he do that? And he goes, I wanted him to think I was blitzing. And I said, Alex, nobody thinks you're blitzing with the fucking free safety right into the center space.
Never know.
Stop doing that. So
I want the offensive lineman to think I'm blitzing.
Yeah, that guy's programmed, you bot. No, just one of the things that, and I want to bring up the conversation that was happening regarding your gameplay earlier.
Oh, geez.
You got to ask yourself as a CM, where's the line between creative play calling and attempting to glitch a lineman? So it looks like another free safety in the A gap here. Nobody gets in free. And here goes Dalvin Cook. He's a fine.
Dalvin Cook, I think, might have more receptions than carries at this point. But he's doing well either way.
Very risky to run man against this team is my concern because of how good Dalvin Cook really is. And both of those receivers on the outside can really dice up. So we counter.
First one free did not work there. Darnell Savage for Maryland Terp able to go ahead and bring him down for a 2nd and 3.
Just wanted to play side dive. So he's run that little 3-4 cover 2 outside linebacker, and he's running it again. Last time he ran this here, he gave up a wide open pass over the middle of the field. This time he catches a run. 2-yard gain. Again, this one's tough because your linebackers are just not playing in the run lanes, but I think he likes his 3-man front.
Comes
so,
that stretch. Oh, great job there by 46. This might be short. 4th and inches. Dan is 100,000% going for this.
Oh man. Yeah,
Do you go for this personally if you're the Vikings?
Oh, I go for this?
Yeah.
No, I suck at the red zone.
You only need inches.
I'll kick the field goal.
You kick the field goal.
Well, and if I got Cam Newton, I got Cam Newton, so I'll do it with Cam Newton.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying personally if you're the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah.
There's a good chance that I'm kicking the field goal here.
Drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Picked up well, and what a great job there by the offensive line. Touchdown, Kellen Herndon.
I'm not brave enough. I actually called a play like this against Morty. I had a wide open play action. He ran commit. I have Pitts and Ridley open on the left side. I throw to Hurst backside, and Stephon Gilmore jumped maybe 50 feet in the air.
The darn acrobat, man.
So if I have a fault, it's and inches scenarios in the red zone when I really can't force you to play deep passes. And that's just a me thing. So for me, I take my points. Dan feels confident. This is a game where the division's on the line. They're both got 6 wins. And I don't know how their first game went. I'll pull that up. So I respect it. Passing is brave. I definitely would QB sneak or run. Like zero chance you're getting a pass from the Falcons there.
You know, me being a Ravens user, I'm more than likely going to go for the run there. But Dan's always been aggressive. And just so everybody knows, you heard it here first. Finn has issues taking a few inches. Hand off to Aaron Jones here. He's going to go ahead and get stopped in the backfield. Great job there by Minnesota making it a 2nd and 10.
Love it.
God, I always joke around because Connor's like at least on my Go XR. How many combinations we get? We get 12 total. I think he's at least 5 of them. We're getting close to using one here in 33 seconds. As Aaron Rodgers drops back, clean pocket, and it's no longer clean, but he's able to go ahead and get it to KJ Hamler. KJ Hamler with speed, and then gets brought down at 38-yard line, and that may be the last play of this 3rd quarter. So, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, be ready here in a second.
It's so tough. I really felt like he locked everything up. He played not one, but both in routes with Javelin Guidry, whatever you want to pronounce him.
Close enough.
And just a late throw. So
Rodgers drops back, wide open. Aaron Jones able to go ahead and get that first down and more. Brave able to break some tackles. Anthony Barr hits him. And ladies and gentlemen, put your 4s in the chat.
Huge shout out to Cody and Connor yesterday with the top Madden. I was looking at the comment. I saw my name pop up, but it was a gay comment. So
damn.
You could have it. Yeah, but as long as Tim Tebow watches.
I was very disappointed. I really wanted to do that game and completely couldn't do it, so it breaks my heart. I want to do a top game eventually as Rodgers rolls out and takes a big hit there by Anthony Barr with his first sack of the game, 2nd and 11.
Well, you are more than welcome, friend, to join me on Thursday at 8:30.
Oh.
I think it is 8 p.m. for the Super Bowl. So if that's something you feel like you want to do, cool. If you'd like to wait till next season and not have to follow up the other night's performance, that's cool. But right now, I have no commentary with me. So if you do, cool. If not, that's all right. We can get you on another game, a big one next year for sure.
I appreciate that. And I have no problems following up Cody and Connor. I like to think my skills are pretty good. As Nickerson, oh boy, able to go ahead and pick that one off. Able to go ahead and get that one down to the 36-yard line. Huge play by number 21.
Yes, cornerback 21 from Tulane. It's obvious that Dan subscribes to the speed on defense as well. Perry there with 95. Guidry we saw earlier with 96. Nice run lane, nice juke. So, big payoff there. Sometimes you just kind of out of a play action or out of a late play, you just kind of have to have a guy in the right place, right time, force a tough throw. And now we're seeing a payoff here for not going the easy route earlier. Now an opportunity to make this multi-score game.
And that's the Dan difference right there on that play. He had a man just completely butt naked underneath, and Dan says, no, I will take the chance and throw it 30 yards down the field that potentially could not get it in, and is able to go ahead and get that one in. Also, to answer your question from earlier, I actually don't get off work till 8 o'clock on Thursdays, so unfortunately, I know, won't be able to make that one.
That's okay. We'll get you on another one. No worries.
Get him on. Ooh, gets hit. Able to go ahead and get it out there, and then falls innocently to the ground. That's going to make it a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, right. Just then you're on that little kind of inverted zig, if you will. I forgot my football terminology. Again, I like the route was wide open, but it takes a hair to open up, and the pressure gets in. So, again, not the biggest fan of Tampa 2 out of the 3-4 formations that we have seen from Green Bay, especially in the red zone. But then again, I think that may have been the play that got him the interception with Alexander.
Oh my, what a break for Minnesota.
Jesus.
That was absolutely
Oh.
awful, but get it in for the touchdown.
If I was more primal-esque, Connor-esque, you would have a reaction. But I just spent a whole day in a studio, so my yelling isn't on key. I've taken halfback screens out of the playbook. That one might make me throw it back in. But I don't know how many traffic catches plus hurdle combos we'll see from Tariq Cohen. But Dalvin Cook with maybe one of the best screens of the year.
Maybe one of the only screens.
Play. The D tackles just play it better. I've been picked off by like Eric Armstead AI.
Yeah.
Throwing a screen. And that the moment that happened, I took that out of my playbook. I won't ever trust it anymore.
I just don't like how on the screens, like the running back has their mindset. Like when I run this route, I can't leave this line. So if there's a lineman in the way, that's tough shit. I'm running into him. So that's why I'm not a big fan. Rodgers going to go ahead and throw that field. Wow. That's an Aaron Rodgers throw if I've ever seen one. Ball to Scantling and go ahead and get that one in for a 1st down.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron, he's played well in terms of making those tough throws. Obviously, last drive he had the interception, but this time coming out, getting the passing game back on track, finding a good read. Maybe he had RB, but he chooses to take the check down. Smart play. I think he might be looking Aaron Jones.
Comes the pressure, and he's going to go ahead and get rid of it just in time to Aaron Jones. As you said, that route is a little cheesy. Able to go ahead and get that one and make it a big 1st down.
Certainly tough to deal with, and it's just one of those things that's not a lot of people have figured out how to stop. And I can't say I have figured out how to stop it outside of abandoning the middle of the field completely with your users guarded. But a big pressure there. Engage 8.
Risky.
Man, 2nd time he's run it. Yeah, real risky because everything was open. But pressure almost got there.
I always laugh at a Madden meme. It says when a girl says she likes men that take big risks, and it says my play call and defense in Madden. As number 21 able to get his 2nd interception of the game. Perry able to go ahead and get it in 1st down.
A little too much crosser watching here from the Packers. You know, he kind of started that drive with that nice check down, but it was kind of the same deal. A risky throw from kind of staring down crossers, and number 21 was able to make the play there.
Justin Jefferson able to go ahead and get that curl there, make it a 2nd and 2. Now they're up by 11 points, 6.5 minutes left in this game. How aggressive / conservative are you playing?
When I have a running back in the zone, we're going to play very aggressive with him. It's just going to be one of those things that running backs are one of the hardest things to deal with, be it in the short passing game, be it in the run game. And we're just going to try to feed the ball and kind of bring them up. While this team has shown that they have the ability to get open deep, the quarterback can't really throw it. So I'm just going to trust my guy that's been red hot since damn near the 2nd quarter.
3rd and inches. He decides he's going to pass it up 11, rolls out. He's going to go ahead and throw it. The guy was wide open for about 30 seconds. Herndon able to make one-man miss and then gets out of bounds at the 49-yard line, crossing midfield. Big 1st down there by Minnesota.
I will bring this up over and over. The 3-4 cover 2. So I just don't understand it. It's one of the worst defenses to call out of base anyways, and you're dropping one of your edge rushers into zone. It's just not something that's going to be usable long term, and it's been picked apart today by Minnesota. Though nice, I mean, I guess, you know, if you're getting tackles for loss, I mean, don't let me tell you how to run defense. But I think that's been a downfall here of Green Bay. It's been some of their play calling, but then again, you might be pressured to be in this cover or this 3-4 base because of how good Dalvin Cook's playing.
He wants him underneath. He's not there, so he throws it upfield. He's just butt naked, able to go ahead. And Jefferson brings it in for the Steeler, more than likely touchdown, Minnesota.
Yeah, man, big play. You made the comment under your breath a little bit earlier when he ran cover 2, and you said cover 2 without the proper adjustments. And there it goes. He's using the middle linebacker. Any person that's running cover 2 well knows you never can use that middle linebacker because he should be in a deep middle.
Right.
Because of that play right there. So without the pressure coming in, people kind of guarded nothing. We get a wide open Justin Jefferson on the post route. Good find there by Dan, who's I guess maybe more anticipating one high looks, but he got cover 2 3 times in a row that drive.
Yeah, he did. We'll take it.
So sooner or later he says, you know what, fuck it, I'll throw a post out there. We'll see what happens. So now with 5 minutes left, deep waters here for Green Bay as they are down. Looks like what, 18?
A few Maddens ago, I would be begging for people to play cover 2 without that deep blue from the linebacker. Rodgers drops back now. It seems like everybody knows. Hey, he's kind of open. He's going to go ahead and throw it to him. And then Devontae Adams gets that toe drag swag. Able to go ahead and get that big first down. Oh, that's Robert Tonyan. My mistake.
Yeah, they do look alike.
Yeah, they're practically twins. It was the dreads.
Yeah, Robert Tonyan doesn't even have those in real life, does he?
No, not at all.
Longer hair. It's like nice
Devontae Adams pulling a Greg Jennings with a broken leg. Able to get it in for the touchdown.
Oh, 17 hits. Had a quiet day. That's kind of what happens. Again, when I talked about putting your best player in the slot, especially when you're running those crossers, very often you end up kind of avoiding your best player. I think a good thing that you could do as a user is take a look at who's getting the football. Which place are you throwing the football the most, to the right or the left? If you're a kind of person that kind of, the Patriots, they find themselves moving right a lot. Kellen Mond found himself moving right a lot. You're moving wherever the RPO isn't. But there's my jab. But pretty much, I think that needs to be the thing, because if you're finding your top receiver, you're not getting him involved in these big games. That can be an issue. So sometimes you got good talent, put it where it works, put it where you throw the football the most.
Absolutely, and Dalvin Cook able to go ahead and get 6 yards there. Reminds me of last Madden. I played with, I've played with right-handed quarterbacks my whole life, and so I always kind of veered toward the right. Then last year I made an adjustment and traded for Tua to develop him, and obviously he's left-handed, so I had to flip everything in my mind. And I practiced so much playing with a left-handed quarterback. Even still with right-handed quarterbacks, I still kind of lean going towards that left. And off here to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook's going to go ahead and get that first down easily and more, and then brought down by Jerry Alexander and Rashawn Gary.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook, I mean, if you would have told me with the way he's played that he just now hit 100 yards rushing on the day,
yeah,
I'd call you a liar. I mean, it has been the Dalvin Cook show, large in part, for the second half for Minnesota. Dan has done a good job. I've been trying to catch a little bit more Dan games. He is the defending Super Bowl champion for this league.
Yes, he is.
And trying to see what works. Obviously, he was the Saints last year. I don't know if that was. I mean, you guys by year 9, you guys had completely replaced the roster. So trying to get a feel for what he does well, but I would say today he's done a good job at adjusting to whatever defense was given to him today.
Yep.
So, and it's smart there for a guy that's got Kellen Mond, who can't play Superman ball. Ooh, stick skills.
Right, fantastic stick skills, and that's an underrated thing for Dan. Everybody thinks of him as a passing user, but that was a fantastic stick skills on the run there.
Don't stop the run with cover 0, folks.
Good advice.
Let's see here. Okay, he's going to adjust himself. I'll ask you. We saw evasive be given to Antonio Gibson, and he said, "Oh, okay.
Yikes! Please make some adjustments."
Yeah, I was gonna give them props for keeping this a fairly low-scoring game for most of it, but that was almost a 40-pointer right there.
Yeah.
First time out. But yeah, he said he puts his running back on conservative anyway, and I think that is insane.
There's a majority of this league that are pro-conservative all game long. I am not one of those users, but last Madden, it seemed like majority of people were immediately putting conservatives. Dalvin Cook brings that in for the touchdown. That's going to seal it more than likely for Minnesota.
Don't stop the run with cover 0, folks.
I'm going to just record that and put it on my soundboard every time I see it.
I mean, yeah, there's 6 of you in here, so I better see at least 6 less people trying to stop the run with cover 0. It just doesn't work, and it's just been something. So if I had to point, and I don't mean this, I'm not talking shit about Packers, Tim. think he played a good game. The issue is he didn't get to stay on offense a lot of time. Time of possession heavily dominated by Minnesota. Not a lot of scoring opportunities, and it made all of those turnovers just that much, more impactful. And I think really he's just kind of figure out his play calling a little bit on defense, kind of find an identity. He's got a very unique situation where he's got some very, very talented coverage guys. Adrian Amos is a corner safety combo player. Let me check what his man coverage is. With 80-man coverage, you can really get him in the box, play some man with him. This is a team that you can run a lot of cover one with and cause a lot of issues because you have a box safety. They're not going to be able to beat up on man, especially as Eric Stokes with that speed who can match up against some of the speedier wide receivers with the lower release. It's just a team that can run man, and running base cover two a majority of the game just isn't what this team does.
Okay. Number 21 with his third interception of the game, really tempting me, and I'm not going to fall for it.
One of the elite Madden players for sure with his speed.
Yeah.
A huge day. Coming into this game, he just had 1 interception, 17 tackles, kind of a lower status on the year in terms of big play value, but here is able to secure 3 and get a big division win. Not only to just maintain the lead, but it's always good to win against a team that's as talented as this one. It's going to give them a lot more confidence as they go into their next matchup.
For sure, and we may see a breakout for that player moving forward, getting him to start to have potentially a King in the chat who leads the league in rushing for what it's worth, says, I'm aggressive all game as far as for carrying. He says, break them tackles, baby.
Yeah, I just, swerve isn't what it used to be. Madden 21 or Madden 18, I'll give you the conservative ball carry. I'll give it to you. But, it's just, even this, it feels like the Madden 19 spin move is how this game feels. It is just, there's certain jukes and moves that you can do even without one of the abilities that I think you guys are, that are conservative ball carriers. You don't have to own the libs that hard. You can get off of conservative and go make some plays and get it done. So, but nonetheless, I don't even know if Cook needed juke moves today. He was so wide open all day. I would say the MVP outside of Mr. Cornerback 21.
Yep.
And on the dot, an hour-long game.
Right, look at that. That's how it's done. That is how it's done. What are you guys, 8-minute quarters? Yeah, that's what I thought. Big win there for Minnesota, able to go ahead and hold on tight to that first place spot in the NFC North, owning the North right now. Fantastic job. Like you said, great job by number 21 on defense, Perry. Kellen Mond had a pretty decent game. Dalvin Cook, obviously the offensive MVP this game. Feeling pretty confident. If I know Dan Raynon pretty well, he'll probably pop. He's already in here. That's what I'm talking about, Dan. Daniel, Coach Fletcher, tell us your thoughts on this game.
Well, it was going to be a tough game. We knew that. We saw how good Tim was the beginning of the season. Came out really strong. There were a lot of talks like, is he going to make the playoffs? Is he going to win this division? Is he going to hang on at the end of the year? I think he will. I think he's a really good player. I think he's very comfortable with his with the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. I think he's phenomenal with him. You see him making all these crazy throws and all that. Rodgers Davante Adams connection was crazy. Aaron Jones running all over the place, and he's got that backup too. Running well. I knew it was going to be a tough game going into it. I figured he would run the ball a lot. I actually did the coaching adjustment thing, game plan thing of defend the run. But I guess that didn't work out because he was running all over me through the entire game. And he played a very conservative game. I think he probably came in this thinking, I'm just not going to make any mistakes because, if you make mistakes, you'll lose. You turn the ball over, you lose. And he did that very well up until the fourth quarter. Then things started south for him. But he played a good game. Give him props. I do have to say, Parry Nickerson, the interceptions, I really wish Tim threw it to the other side of the field because Javelin Guidry had a superstar breakout, but I don't think he got it. So but we're just trying to get the win. It's so hard to get a corner breakout, by the way. Like you gotta get kind of lucky. I feel like the way the game is going.
Isn't corner breakouts like the whole defense can get turnovers and
Is it?
accounts? I'm pretty sure it is. I know Marlon only got X Factor because the whole team had to get 3 turnovers, or he can get 3 of
Well, we'll
blah blah blah.
see how it is, but I think it said something like, "Oh, he's got to get 2 interceptions or like tackles for loss or something," or the team allows like less than 150 passing yards, which that's not going to happen in Madden 22, especially with Aaron
No,
Rodgers in Madden 22. That
no,
ain't going to
no.
happen. So I don't know. We'll see.
Quick question for you, Coach. Obviously, Dalvin Cook had a fantastic game in this one here, but we a little bit over halfway through the season. Your thoughts on the development of your rookie quarterback, Kellen Mond?
Oh, I think he's phenomenal right now. Can't ask him to do too much. I mean, he did make a couple questionable throws. When he gets under pressure, he definitely makes some iffy throws here and there. But I think he stands well in the pocket. We were really the kid was really like moving out of the pocket in the last couple of games. But Coach Fletcher said, "Hey, man, I was a pocket passer my whole life, and I'm in the Hall of Fame. So pretend you're me. Pretend you can't run the ball. Pretend you're Tom Brady and just sit in the pocket and make your reads. Because if you do that, then you're not going to get into too much trouble." And I think he did a good job of that tonight. That throw, that deep post down to Justin Jefferson, man, what a throw!
Yeah.
I think he's. We'll see what he does with a dynamic dev at the end of the year. Maybe we get a lucky breakout with him. Those are hard anyway, but we're evaluating him every single game, and I'm really proud of what he is, and I hope he can be our quarterback of the future because he's a great quarterback.
Finn, any questions for Coach?
Yeah, looking at your schedule coming up to close out the season, you only have 2 more games against over 500 opponents. That'll be Week 16 against the 8-2 Rams, well now 8-2, and then the Packers rematch Week 17. As you take on those games and the rest of your schedule heading into the playoffs, is there anything that you're trying to improve upon or kind of test this defense to prep it for the playoffs? Is there anything that you feel in comparison to the other NFC talent that you shine on, and anything that you feel like you guys need to improve on?
Well, I think I've been playing pretty good defense this season. I think I got one of the top defensive numbers, team numbers, rushing numbers, passing numbers, whatever. But I mean, it's Madden 22. Offenses are crazy. It's like in the real NFL, I'd probably be in last place in defense with these numbers. But this is just better league, Madden 22. It's crazy right now. But I think I'm excelling on defense. I got to do a better job controlling the game. Not making dumb mistakes. I made a really dumb interception at the goal line. I've done that a couple times this season. It really hurt me. I got to fiddle around with some of my subs and some of my formation subs and everything like that. I thought it was a little wacky. I think the Madden kind of screwed up with my depth chart before the game. You know how they do that sometimes. So yeah. So I gotta redo that, and I don't have the patience to like go into every formation and like change my subs around. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
So I gotta work on that. And I do have some tough games. I mean, Alex Gossett, he did not start off the season well, but he's picking up some victories. He's picking up victories here and there. He's gaining a lot of confidence. So I know I got him twice. I think weeks 15 and 18. That's going to be a good game. Obviously, Tim's going to be a good game when we play again at Green Bay. And Cody and I have had some great battles throughout the years. I've known him in Madden for 5 years, and every single year we always put up some great games. So I'm excited for that matchup. And I mean, we'll just see how it goes. There's some great players in this league. Everyone's just kind of feeling it out with season 1, and hopefully, we can peak at the right time and put it all together and go for a championship.
Gotcha. And I got one more question. This one, though, about the game. We saw very early in the game, you're running a lot of 3-man fronts and kind of got caught with some Aaron Jones runs. I made the comment to CMass that I think when you play a team like Green Bay, you have to pick which Aaron you want to beat you.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I think you're gonna play Aaron Rodgers and force them to beat you with Aaron Jones. Was that what was going through your
Yeah.
mind? Or are you just kind of testing out different
Yeah,
defenses?
absolutely. Like I was just I was a little stubborn tonight because I was like, yeah, like I feel so comfortable like pass defense on dollar. Like I feel like I can just get good good adjustments out there. Get a lot of DBs on the field too. With our sub rules. And I feel like Rodgers, if he's gonna throw the ball with Gunslinger, those linebackers in 3-4-4-3, even a base nickel, they're not going to do anything. So I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a tough situation. That's why Tim is so tough, especially when he's ground and pound to start the game, because you're like, man, like if I go into these heavy sets, he's going to dot me up because it's gunslinger. He's going to dot you up if you don't have DBs on the field. And then it's like, well, if you don't have if you have DBs on the field all over the place, he's going to run all over you. So it's a little tough thing, but I feel like once we got in the second half, fourth quarter, we kind of figured it out, got a nice flow to the game, and at the end of the game, obviously he's just forcing things. So the game kind of became lopsided. So yeah, that's definitely an adjustment we got to make, and hopefully we can play better defense the second time around against him.
Awesome. Yep, that's all I had. Good luck on the rest of your season, and we're looking forward to seeing Vikings football in Kellenmont in the playoffs.
Hey, thank you very much, guys. I'll watch this back. I'm sure you guys did a great job.
Thank you. And I, for one, am absolutely shocked on the schedule question. I thought we were going to get the stereotypical, we're focused one game at a time. We're focused on the 49ers. You started dropping names 3-4 weeks from now. So I guess you're just overlooking the 49ers, Lions, and Steelers. I can understand overlooking the Steelers, but...
Yeah, no. Every game's tough. I mean, you just mentioned Boz. I mean, like I think Boz is like way better than the worst user in the league, which that's what his record says. He's had some really tough opponents, really tough games. I think that could be a losable game. Absolutely. Maybe as the cycle moves on, he could be competing for the division. So you got to watch out for him. And Steele and I have had some great battles all over Madden 21. So I'm not overlooking anybody right now. So
okay.
Take it one game at a time, as you say, and we're just trying to build. You're just trying to build yourself up week to week, improve with your scheme, with your team, and hopefully you peak at the right time.
Absolutely. And that's going to do it here for today on Better League Network. I'm your standard host, CMass, joined by Finn from Top Madden Gaming. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow Top Madden Gaming, spelled exactly how it sounds. And then Daniel Raynon getting his big win as Coach Fletcher with the Minnesota Vikings. Thank you to absolutely no one for follows and subs today, but thank you to Connor, Alex, and Crooked King for being in the chat. Hope you all have a fantastic night. Have a good one.
All right. Later, boys.
All right. Have a good night, guys.